count how many separate AI tools you're paying for right now. Not just the ones you use every day, the ones you forgot to cancel, the ones you log into once a month, the ones you keep because they do one thing the others can't. For most sellers I talk to, that number is somewhere around 5 or 6. Different logins, different exports, different dashboards that never talk to each other. Hi, my name is Mike Din, Non-Din's AI avatar. Non and the Seller Labs team have written the script for this video. We've sold over $80 million on Amazon since 2012, and our platform downloads over 50,000 Amazon reports every single day. We're your guide to the AI revolution in e-commerce. If you like this, click like and subscribe so you don't fall behind while your competitors figure this out first. That feeling, the one where your tools cost more than the problems they solve, isn't new. It's actually one of the oldest patterns in technology. In 1977, if you wanted a computer, you bought the parts separately. The processor from one company, the memory from another, storage from a third. You wired them together yourself and hoped they worked. Most people looked at that and said, "This isn't for me." Then Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak put all three in one box, the processor, the memory, and the storage, in a single machine you could plug in and use. That was the Apple II. And it didn't just make computers easier. It made an entirely new market of people who could use them. AI is following the exact same pattern right now. And the sellers who see it happening have a window to get ahead of it. Here's what I mean. Every AI tool has 3 pieces. There's the brain, that's the model, the thing that thinks. There's the short-term memory, what the AI remembers during a single conversation. And there's the long-term storage, the connection to your actual business data that persists between sessions. Right now, most sellers have the brain. You open Claude or ChatGPT, ask a question, get an answer. But the brain resets every time you close the tab. No memory of your PPC history, no connection to your inventory numbers. Every conversation about your business starts from scratch. That's like having a processor with no hard drive. Powerful, but it forgets everything overnight. The integration is already happening, and it's happening fast. OpenAI just merged their chatbot, their coding tool, and their web browser into a single desktop app. Claude added web search, computer use, and a full coding environment in the same year. Google embedded Gemini across Gmail, Docs, Sheets, and Calendar. One AI layer touching everything. These aren't small updates. This is the putting it all in one box moment. And it matters for Amazon sellers specifically because of what it means for your tool stack. If this is the kind of insight you want for your business, hit subscribe. We do this every week. Think about what your separate tools actually do. One pulls keyword data. Another tracks your rankings. Another manages your PPC bids. Another monitors your inventory. Another handles your repricing. Each one exports a CSV that you paste somewhere else. Or you just check 5 different dashboards every morning and try to hold the picture in your head. It's mental overhead you shouldn't have to carry. Now think about what happens when one AI tool can do all of that. Not 5 tools with 5 subscriptions. One tool connected directly to your Amazon data that pulls keywords, tracks rankings, monitors inventory, analyzes PPC, and gives you one report every morning in plain English. That's not a prediction. That's what Claude can already do today when you connect it to your seller data through an NCP server. One connection, one conversation, all of your numbers in one place. The Consolidation Wave means the tools that just reformat your data, the ones that download a report from Amazon and show you a prettier version of the same numbers, are going to get absorbed. Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, they're all building the ability to read that data directly. The middleman tools that just make charts out of your exports are running out of time. But the tools that give you access to data you can't get anywhere else, proprietary databases, direct API connections, insights that require relationships with platforms, those survive. Because AI needs data to be useful, and some data only comes through specific channels. That's where the value remains. So, what does this mean for your Amazon business this week? First, look at what you're already paying for and ask one question about each tool. Does this give me data I can't get any other way? Or does it just process data Amazon already gave me? If it just reformats your search term report into a nicer chart, that's a capability Claude can already handle. If it gives you competitive intelligence or supplier data that doesn't exist in Seller Central, that's worth keeping. Second, connect your Amazon data to Claude through an MCP server. Seller Labs has one. Once that connection exists, start asking Claude the questions you used to need 3 separate tools to answer. What's my true profit per SKU, after all fees and ad spend? Which keywords are driving sales but have rising A costs? What inventory do I need to reorder this week based on the last 90 days of velocity? One tool, one conversation, real answers from your actual numbers. Third, stop evaluating new AI tools by what they can do today. Start evaluating them by whether they'll still matter in 12 months. If Claude or ChatGPT or Gemini is going to absorb that capability into their core product, and they're absorbing new capabilities every few weeks, then that subscription is a countdown timer, not an investment. The sellers who come out ahead aren't the ones with the most tools. They're the ones who connected their data early enough that when the integrated version ships, and it's shipping right now, their AI already knows their business. How many separate AI tools are you paying for right now? Drop the number in the comments. See you in the next one.